Welcome to Balanced Body Podcast. My name is Portia Page, and I'm a Pilates instructor from San Diego, California, as well as a faculty member for Balanced Body. With me today, I have Beth, and we're going to be working with the balance cushions. These are a really nice way to challenge your clients or yourself by working on your balance and posture on an unstable surface. I just want to make a point that these balance cushions also have little prongs on the end of them. They're not sharp, so no worries. But when you step on them, it's going to give you a nice feeling on the bottom of your feet. It'll wake them up, it'll help you with your balance, and it'll really get you to activate the entire foot. So Beth is going to start by stepping one foot on each of the balance cushions. Good. And you'll notice that it starts to be a challenge right away. She's doing a really fine job of holding her balance. Now, how is she doing this? She's doing this by holding her core, and she does that by connecting with the pelvic floor. So she's drawing up the pelvic floor like an elevator and then drawing in her transverse or the lower part of her tummy here. This provides support for the back as well as helping her maintain her balance. You want to keep the eyes looking straight ahead. If you look down, Beth, why don't you just show that? It brings you off balance. So looking straight ahead will help keep the back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. And you can actually just hold here for a series of a minute or so just to work on balance. You'll feel your core activate. You'll feel little wiggles and wobbles, all a really great thing. I also like to work this with people at the end of the trap table too. So if you're working in a studio or you have a trap table at home, Cadillac, you can stand at the end and do a series of arm work on the balance cushions. Now Beth is going to move into a little bit more challenging position here, where she's going to bring both feet onto one balance cushion. All right, I'll just point out that this is much more difficult, and you might ask why. Well, it's because her feet are closer, so she has less width for balance. So she's really having a little bit of a wiggle time here. It's okay. This is all really good. Really helps her to stabilize and work in her core musculature here. From here, we could also do this with one foot on each cushion. You can do some simple squats. Beth, if you want to try just a very simple one, very small range of motion. Good, and then come right back up. Excellent. Now, if you can stay there, if you want to move one foot over, Beth, it might be a little bit easier. I'll show you a way that you can do some other work with the fitness circle. We're going to place this in between the hands here. As she's working, this is actually going to be providing stability for the rest of her body as she's balancing on the balance cushion. So if you hold your arms out in front of you, and a little slight bend here in the elbows. Shoulders are pressing down away from ears. She's holding tight through here. And now as she squeezes the circle, she's going to come into a low, not a very low squat, but just a little squat. Good, and then come back up. All right, making sure that you keep the shoulders down. So we're getting a double whammy here. We're getting actually triple because we're working on balance. She's working her chest because she's squeezing the circle, and she's working the legs because she's squatting. Getting everything done today. All right. And that is work on the balance cushions from Balanced Body. Thank you for joining us today.